Today we are going to examine the facial nerve. Facial nerve is the seventh cranial nerve. Facial nerve is the common cranial nerve to have a disorder. Testing of facial nerve is commonly practiced in undergraduate and postgraduate clinical exam. First, you have to introduce yourself to the patient and take permission for the examination. Make sure the patient is in sitting posture on the bed facing you and patient face and neck are fully exposed. Patient is in the sitting posture facing you, patient face and neck are fully exposed. Do a usual inspection of whole patient and particularly look at the face for facial asymmetry, myopathic face, Cushingoid face, acromegalic face and evidence of a stroke. Ask the patient for pain and tenderness before you start your examination, and patient have to tell you if he experience any pain during examination. Then examine the facial nerve. Facial nerve supply the muscle of expression. The muscle of expression are occipitofrontalis, procerus, orbicularis oculi, buccinator, levator labii superior echinacea, and orbicularis oris. Now we are going to test the muscle power. First, we are going to test the muscle power of occipitofrontalis. Ask the patient to look up and wrinkle his forehead. Please raise your eyebrow and look these horizontal fold at the forehead. Now we are going to test the procerus by asking the patient to do prone and look these vertical fold. Now we are going to test orbicularis oculi by asking the patient to close his eyes tightly, and you are going to try to open it. Now we are going to test the muscle power of buccinator by asking the patient to pop out cheeks, to blow out cheeks. Now we are going to test the levator labii superior echinacea by asking the patient to show both his upper and lower teeth. And look the prominence of nasolabial fold and engulfed mouth. Now we are going to test the muscle orbicularis oris by asking the patient to whistle. This is all about facial nerve examination. A peripheral injury of facial nerve, lower motor neuron type, it will involve the same side, upper face and lower face as well. While upper motor neuron lesion of the facial nerve, it will sphere the upper part of the face and it will affect the lower part of the face only. Why? Because the upper part of the face is innervated bilaterally, by cortex bilaterally, while the lower part of the face is only innervated by one cortex. So, in case of facial nerve palsy of upper motor neuron type, the upper face will be sphere, the lower face will be affected, while in case of lower motor neuron type of facial palsy, the ipsilateral side, same side of the face, upper face as well as lower face will be affected. Patient is not able to raise the eyebrow on the affected side. There will be the loss of wrinkling. Patient will not be able to close the eyes properly. There will be the leaking of air by popping out of the cheek, and there will be the deviation of the mouth, and there will be the flattening of the nasolabial fold. All the ipsilateral side of the face will be affected in case of lower motor neuron type lesion of facial nerve palsy, while in upper motor neuron type lesion only the lower face will be affected. Patient will be able to close his eyes, and patient will be able to raise his eyebrows, patient will be able to frown, patient will be able to make wrinkling up his forehead, but the lower face will be affected, the mouth will be deviated, patient will not be able to pop out the cheeks, and there will be the flattening of nasolabial fold on contralateral side, on the opposite side. This is all about the facial nerve examination and facial nerve palsy.